Hey guys, Fabian here again. I'm currently working on that Q&A video, getting all the answers ready for you guys. If you've been following this channel for a while, you know I've been talking about redoing my entire man cave slash YouTube cave. I took down everything off the walls, repainted everything, bought new shelves. It was crazy. And right when I started doing that, I got a new job with a terrible schedule. It took like 2 months to finish this room, but it's finally done. So I figured it'd be fun to give you guys a little room tour and show you all my nerdy collectibles and all the crap I waste my money on. Let's get this tour started. So we'll just start off by the door and make our way around. Down here I've got a Star Wars Rogue One calendar, which that's where I write down all my YouTube stuff that I plan on doing. Without that, I would be lost because I'm probably one of the most disorganized people I know. And yeah, I'm a little bit of a Castlevania fan. So I've got that wall scroll. I don't even know where I got this. I'm sure I got it like on eBay or something. That is Simon from Castlevania Chronicles. And oh, you know what I forgot to show you by the door actually? I've got the Death Star up there. Let me see if I can raise the camera a bit. Actually, you know what? It's probably easier if I get a chair. Let me grab a chair. I've got these 3D Art Deco lights, and that would be the Death Star. And I love this right here. I actually mounted a TIE Fighter up on the ceiling. So it looks like, I was trying to go for the look like it was flying down away from the Death Star. I don't know how well it turned out, but I love it up there. I'll give you a close-up of it. That is the Black Series Star Wars TIE Fighter from Force Awakens. Got a Superman poster over there from Hobby Lobby for like 10 bucks. I'm still running some wires around to hide them, so sorry for that mess. Normally this would light up, but that's Ryu from Street Fighter. That was the Capcom Online Store statue collectible, whatever. I've got Mega Man over here from First 4 Figures. If you don't know First 4 Figures, Google their website because, actually, you know what? All 3 of these statues right here were bought from them. They're pretty expensive, but they make, I mean, look at it. They make such cool stuff. Then I've got Gabriel / Dracula from Lords of Shadow right there. And everyone loves Proto Man, also from Mega Man. You know, it's funny, I couldn't decide between regular Ryu or evil Ryu, so I got them both. So that's what it looks like lit up. I don't know how well that comes out on camera, but that's it. I've got the R-Wing, also from First 4 Figures. That's Star Fox's ship. I'll give you another close-up. And I've got this, I think this was like 100 bucks. It was a, I think it was directly from Nintendo. The Fox McCloud statue. Had to buy that and put it right next to the R-Wing. This was part of the Gears of War 4 Collector's Edition. You guys will see every time there's a new game that comes out with like a big Collector's Edition like this that comes with a bunch of stuff, like I always get it. Even if it's ridiculously expensive. I love all these statues. That's how you do a Collector's Edition right there. I also like collecting these little Funko Pops. That is the Cyber Demon from Doom. I also have the little Doom guy. And that came with the Doom Collector's Edition last year. That is the Revenant. And check it out, it lights up too. Oh, I forgot to show you down here. I also have a Boba Fett, just like the Death Star light up there. I also have Boba Fett right there on the wall. Also lights up red for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I also have a Stormtrooper. Also lights up. So it's got the cool little lights down here. The eyes light up blue. That is my futon where I sit down and play my video games. And, well, that's my dog. My dog Zelda. Zelda. What's up? If we make our way up here, we have, oh, actually, you know what? This is cool right here. That is one of my favorite collectibles I own. Dragon Ball Z wall scroll, but let me see if I can get that on camera. It says it's over 9,000. That is autographed by Christopher Sabat, the guy that plays the voice of Vegeta. I mean, Vegeta, Yamcha, Shenron, Piccolo. He plays a bunch of voices, but I met him at MegaCon here in Orlando, and it was awesome. I was starstruck. So he autographed that. He also autographed a couple of my Dragon Ball Z video games and wrote Goku's a loser on them, so I thought that was hilarious. So yes, one of my prized possessions. Here I've got the Hellgast helmet. That came with the collector's edition of Killzone 3 years ago on the PS3. We've got Noble Team from Halo Reach, another collector's edition item. I've got the Kotobukiya Halo 3 Master Chief. I think that was like $100 at GameStop too. I feel like $100 is the magic number for a lot of these collectibles. Expensive to tell, but I love these things. Also, Gears of War 3 Collector's Edition, Marcus. One of my other prized possessions, the Master Sword. Zelda music, go! And I got a map of Hyrule. That was a gift from a good friend of mine, Ray, who you've actually seen in some of my early Let's Plays. He's been in there, and he's going to be in some more in the future whenever we can sync our schedules together. But yes, that is the map of Hyrule from Ocarina of Time. Beautifully mounted. I'm also a huge Assassin's Creed fan, so all those collector's editions that come with statues, I buy those too. We've got Edward from Black Flag. We've got Connor from Assassin's Creed 3. Arno from Unity. And then we've got the Fry twins from Syndicate. That was actually not a collector's edition. I think these... Where'd I get these? I think they were sold separately through the Ubisoft store or something. And then I have my Black Flag mounted in the corner to make it... I kind of tried to make it look like it was like blowing in the wind, like a pirate flag. And it's all ripped up. This is actually the European version. I actually imported the collector's edition because they had a way better statue than we got here in the US. And their flag is all ripped up and piratey looking. The one in the US was just a perfect square. It didn't look piratey, you know. And we've got Mario and Link. Nothing fancy there. I bought them from Toys R Us for like, I don't know, $20, something like that. With 8-bit amiibo Link. See, and this is the thing. I love buying amiibos, but I can't use them because I don't open them. I like mounting them on the wall. I have some more later I'll show you, but yeah, I can't use them. I got these Pixel Pals. They probably don't look so great lit up on camera, but you get the idea. That's 8-bit Link, 8-bit Mario and Luigi, Mario Bros. 3 Mario, and Fire Mario. Then I've got my shelf here, which is where I keep my games. I don't have too many games there because I go digital for the most part. Like, probably 100% of the time, actually. These are the games before all this digital stuff started. I used to buy them on disc, of course. Got my 360 section, PS3. I have like one Wii U game that's physical because this, I don't know why, it never came out digital. It's like one of the only Wii U games that just is not available digitally. So I have one game awkwardly sitting on the shelf. This game sucks, by the way. But I really like the show, so I got it. Got a Mega Man Funko Pop, Midna Twilight Princess. I did open this one. I don't even remember what it does. Why did I open it? It gave me some kind of unlockable. I think it was in Breath of the Wild. I don't remember what it was, but I wanted to use it real bad. So that's one of the few I opened. These two I do regret opening. I kind of wish I kept them sealed because they just look so awesome. The 8-bit Mario, 8-bit Modern Mario, little Ryu and Flash toys, and I've got the High C Ecto Cooler. Ghostbusters back in the 80s used to make these a lot. This is actually from the new movie, which that movie sucks ass, but I wanted this High C collectible. Some 3DS games, I have these N64 games from a while back, which I really use emulators for these old games, but I couldn't bring myself to get rid of these. We got Shadows of the Empire, Rogue Squadron, Battle for Naboo, and Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Yes, I am a Star Wars fan. Clearly. Got a little Twisted Metal Sweet Tooth RC car. Those games need to come back, and I don't mean the PS3 version because I didn't care for that one. I'm not going to get into it right now, but it was kind of half-assed. We've got Vegeta doing his Gallic Gun attack, Goku doing a Kamehameha, and then, of course, the Dragon Balls. I did wish to wake up in the morning and have like 100 million subscribers. Didn't happen. Megatron, and Pepsi Perfect from the future. Actually, from the 80s. That is from Back to the Future Part 2. This is the one that came out last year. People were going crazy for doing pre-orders on Amazon, and it was a nightmare to get. I had to wait till the second round of orders to even get a pre-order. Another prized collectible. This is where I keep my special movies. I have a ton of movies, by the way, but they're all out in the living room because I don't have room in here left for anything else. But I do have a special section here with my Mortal Kombat bookends. They're Scorpion and Sub-Zero. I've got Dragon Ball on DVD, the original series, the movies. I have all the Dragon Ball Z on Blu-ray, including all the movies. And Dragon Ball GT kind of sucks, but it's part of the collection, so I had it on there. When Super comes out on Blu-ray, I'm going to stick it right there. And then Star Wars. I've got all the movies separately in steelbooks. I've got the entire Clone Wars series, Star Wars Rebels, Rogue One, and the rest of the movies. That's where all the magic happens. I don't have the money right now, but eventually I do want to build a extremely powerful desktop, top of the line, everything. I mean, I do have a really good computer now. It's my Asus gaming laptop, so it works amazingly. And I like having a laptop because sometimes I don't like being stuck in this room working. I like going out in the living room, but you know, you're going to be more limited with a laptop to what you can do. So one day that'll be upgraded. I've got my Mega Man light-up helmet. That was also from the Capcom store. God, they make such beautiful collectibles. Darth Vader mouse. $2 Death Star notepad. Or, not notepad, sorry, mouse pad. There is my Stormtrooper, who, when he's not on camera, he holds my hat like a true gentleman. Oh, he makes noises too.
Sir, resistance fighters!
Got my little poster back here with all the different Stormtroopers. Probably can't see that too well from the sunlight coming in. Another Hobby Lobby X-Men wooden frame poster thing. I've got the Power Rangers classic figures. I bought these at Walmart. I've been trying to collect all of them. But it seems like every time I go to Walmart, I only find the Blue Ranger and the Black Ranger. There I've got my Vita, and I've got my 3DS XL. Another Hobby Lobby clearance aisle collectible. We've got Bumblebee. And then we've got Soundwave right there, who's looking awesome. So over here I've got my, kind of like a DC shelf, I guess. Aquaman, I've got my Sinestro statue. Freaking love Sinestro, by the way. If you watch my top 10, you know what? I'll post it right here, up there in the corner. My top 10 supervillains of all time. He is absolutely on there. Oh, and you know what? Come think of it, Aquaman's on my top 10 superheroes. I'll link that too, in case you want to watch it. We've got Sinestro Corps Arquilo, Blue Lantern Saint Walker. We've got Bleeze, one of my favorite Red Lanterns. This statue was only 50 bucks. I found it at a comic store that no longer exists in my local mall. But they were selling it open box for like 50 bucks, and I was like, you know what? That's a good deal. Green Lantern, my favorite superhero of all time. Atrocitus, the leader of the Red Lanterns, looking beautiful. We've got Necron, leader of the Black Lanterns. We've got the Flash and another Green Lantern statue. Yeah, up here this is really cool too. I got these little frames at IKEA. They're meant for like 4x6 family photos, but I filled them up with a bunch of little movie prints. Got RoboCop thing, Ghostbusters, just a bunch of classic movies I like. I put them all in there. Try to make it all movie theater-like. And not only do I have a little DC shelf, there's also a little Marvel section. Because, you know what? You are allowed to like both DC and Marvel. We do exist. My favorite Spider-Man of all time, Spider-Man 2099. We've got the Lizard. We've got the Shocker. A little Hawkeye, who's my favorite Avenger, by the way. We've got the Infinity Gauntlet, which actually this is a piggy bank, but I don't use it for that. I just like to display it. We got Wesley Snipes' Blade. Ghost Rider, another little Hawkeye that was actually found on the floor at a Ross. And this Doctor Strange statue right here. It's funny because actually this statue looks really high quality and good, but when you touch it, it's like some real cheap plastic. I bought this at GameStop. Mind you, I hate GameStop. I hate going in there. I hate giving them my money. But I saw that through the window and had to have it. It was on clearance for like $49, so that was a good buy. We've got the Marvel Legends figures up here. That's Whirlwind and Hawkeye. And we've got a Wolverine collectible over here from Hobby Lobby. That was a birthday present from a friend. I've got a holographic Iron Man up there. And for my birthday this year, my sister bought me a Friday the 13th Jason mask. I think this is the coolest thing ever. When I got this, I was wearing it like the whole day. Like I'd be sitting there watching TV and then I wanted to watch Friday the 13th movies while wearing it. So yeah, that's super cool. Over by the other wall here, we've got some more amiibos. We've got Abu, Shovel Knight, we've got Ryu. Over there, that is, I don't know how well you can see that. That is Ocarina of Time Link, Samus, Little Mac, and I've got a metal Godzilla poster. Over here is another one of those lights. I forgot to turn it on, but that's Darth Vader, his lightsaber in his hand, Kylo Ren. And I don't care about the gameplay too much when it comes to Disney Infinity, but I really got into collecting all the little figurines. And luckily, they just recently went on clearance everywhere for like $5, so I bought most of these. That Boba Fett right there. That Boba Fett used to be Target exclusive for like $75 on eBay. That's the only way you can get them. Bought them at $5 at Walmart later on. So yeah, that's why I don't pay ridiculous prices for these things. Got a Pac-Man Ghost Light, and I love Tekken. So there's Heihachi, Jin, and Kazuya. Those are Funko Pops purchased at Toys R Us with my PlayStation Move controllers and the PlayStation Move guns, by the way. I'm a big fan of light gun games. A lot of people complain about them because they're real simple. You just sit back and shoot at the screen, but man, those were arcade classics back in the day, so I eat those kind of games up. House of the Dead, any of those kind of games. So you take this, you stick it in there, you've got a light gun at home. We've got Tetris blocks from ThinkGeek. And I also bought the Marvel Disney Infinity toys. Also bought super cheap on clearance. We've got the 3D light for Iron Man also, which batteries exploded inside that, so it doesn't work. I'm gonna have to replace it someday. And Thor's hammer. So we will end this tour with my gaming section. There's my surround sound receiver. I've spent a ton of money on gaming and equipment just because, you know, I like to play video games and watch movies. I don't go out and party. I don't really do anything else. I got the PS4. I got my cable box, PlayStation VR, which I don't really use that much. I'm hoping we get some more games in the future that are worth playing. Xbox One, Xbox 360, and actually I have two Xbox 360s because this one's modded. Back in the day, I sent that to Canada and had it modded with a chip. So it has a ton of games into a built-in hard drive. All purchased, of course, and ripped from my own personal collection. PS3, I've got the Nintendo Switch, love that thing. Wii U, kinda love that thing. That's just a speaker, and my TV. I have a 75-inch Sony 4K TV, which, mind you, that's Batman Mask of the Phantasm, by the way. The best Batman movie ever made. More so than the Christopher Nolan movies. Yes, I said that. I don't care. It's the best. Under the Red Hood is number 2. But yeah, you may be watching this thinking, man, this guy's got to be loaded with cash to afford a TV like that. Well, no. I just had a credit card with a pretty good credit limit. So that is being financed. It's going to be paid off for years. I'm incredibly in debt. So no, I'm not a rich man at all, but have to have the 4K, have to have the big TV. This is where I have all my other Funko Pops. We've got a Foot Soldier. Well, that's just a little Deadpool I got at the theater. Rocksteady, Bebop, Pac-Man. Xbox 360 Connect, which is an absolute waste of money and garbage. Got the PlayStation Move camera, which is required for VR. Another PlayStation Move camera for PS3 for the Move. We've got Thanos, Crossbones from Age of Ultron, War Machine, Hawkeye, Punisher, Daredevil, and Dexstar, the Red Lantern Cat. Back here, we've got the Universal Monsters. You guys know I love my classic horror movies. There they are. I also printed out the old movie posters and put them back there too. Got Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Wolfman, Bride of Frankenstein, Invisible Man, The Mummy. Got Frankenstein, Dracula, and Phantom of the Opera. So yeah, that is the whole room. I hope you guys enjoyed that little tour. I'm putting finishing touches on the Q&A video. So once that's done, probably by Monday I'm going to try to have it done. If you guys like this video, remember to leave me a like, leave me a comment with your thoughts down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. This is Fabian. I love you guys, and I will see you next time.